Hello and welcome to my channel, Portrait Artist Direct. So this is where I'm going to continue my portrait of Ewen McGregor, and if you want to have a look at the videos that I put up, then please do visit the channel Portrait Artist Direct, and then you can also find me on Instagram at Portrait Artist Direct. So here you can see that I'm just adding in a little bit of extra shadow around his neck, and on the previous video I'd completed shading in his t-shirt, but that's going to need at least another going over with a 4B mechanical pencil. Might even need 2 goings over because I want it to look really black, and at the minute you can see still see too many sort of pencil lines on it. But I'm just working the paper smudger over that sort of section, and I'm going to be doing a lot more work on the neck in this video, and also just sort of starting to get a baseline on the hair. And yeah, please feel free to add comments or ask me anything that you like, and if you want me to adapt the tone of the way that I'm doing the videos, if you want me to speed them up, make them longer, add a little bit more detail, more voiceover, then please leave some comments below. That would be fantastic. And of course, what I would ask is that it's really important to me that if you could subscribe to the video, it will allow me to do more of these. So please hit the like button and subscribe. That would be absolutely fantastic and allow me to continue posting these up. So here you can see I've just started to smudge around the neck. I'm going to sort of switch between the pencil stub, the paper stub, and also a bit of tissue paper. 4B for where I need to add that darkness back in, and also yeah, the eraser, just to make sure I'm not losing too many of those fine sort of hairs at the bottom of his chin. So here, just going in with the 4B, adding some extra depth onto that shadow that comes down, and that's also, you know, the shadow is part of his chin. There's some hairs on there, but then also just kind of goes into his neck. And just carefully start to, there's quite a lot of graphite on that at this point, so just trying to lightly go over the dark and add darkness to the picture, and I'm going to come back over it with the putty rubber as well. But you can see here that it's adding a nice little bit of shading, and then I'm just using a normal eraser here to make sure I don't come down too far. I'm always happy to leave a little bit of the fact. Like I say, they're drawings, they're not prints, so I think it's always nice to show have a little bit of smudging here and there that kind of comes out of the picture, just to show it's a real piece of artwork. So I'm going to definitely need to come back onto that with the putty rubber. At this point I probably won't use the fine pen eraser because it's too sort of detailed at this point, and you just want to get more broad strokes. So there you go, that's the putty rubber just coming in, and I'm going to just do that around this side of the neck as well. So you're just building up the light and the shade on the picture, and this also adds to the depth of it, and it just makes it look more 3D. And here you can see I've moved the easel down a little bit because I'm going to start working on the hair. So this is just using a 2B graphic pencil. What I find is I'm going to cover very loosely the whole of the hair section in this 2B because it's great for smudging. And the way I work is I will work with the lightest shade apart from the actual highlights, and then I'll work the darker sections in after that. So first thing to do, the whole hair just covered in 2B, and then I'll start trying to get the highlights in so I get the flow of the hair correct. Then I'm going to go back over it with the 2B again, then the highlighter again, and then really lastly I'll start filling in, and when it really comes to life is when you start putting in the really dark 4B using the mechanical pencil. So I've done this in a little bit of time lapse just so that it's not too long, but I've not gone too quickly on it, because I think what I wanted to show here is that if you look at the drawing that I've made initially, there is some hair movement in there. So what I try and do with the graphic pencil is follow that hair movement, so that you can sort of subconsciously pick it up later on and get an idea if you're going with the right flow with the hair. Here I'm just continuing to shade the hair using the graphic pencil, and now just smudging it in with the tissue. So you can see a lot of that detail kind of gets smudged in, which is the whole idea, but you can see it gives you an idea of which way the hair is facing, so you can work on that a little bit more accurately. And it really is a case of taking your time with the hair, and it's making multiple layers to give it really a full 3D effect, and try not to make the pieces that you want lighter too dark, because the eraser can only do so much. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will ask you if that's possible to subscribe. It really does make a difference to the channel. So if you can hit the like button, subscribe, leave your comments below, I really would appreciate it. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.